It is Monday, October 21st, 2024. And today I'd like to talk about silver stacking. My opinion on silver stacking. Now I'd like to just remind you that this is for entertainment purposes only. Strictly my opinions. And that I am no financial advisor whatsoever. Number one reason why I would not stack silver is, could you imagine Mama and Papa that's been trading in their fiat currency throughout their life, accumulating 1,000 ounces, wanting to go trade it in? We're talking 68.5 pounds. Could you imagine Mama and Papa carrying 68.5 pounds to the gold and silver store to trade their silver in for the current fiat? I can't imagine it. Second reason I would never stack silver is because there's no way, unless bread becomes $12 to $15 a loaf, there's no way that the industries that use silver are going to allow the price to get out of control. They're just not going to allow it. They're not going to allow the price of silver to get out of control to affect their bottom dollar. That's the other reason I'm not going to stack silver. Silver is not a hedge against anything, in my opinion. Will it get you out of the monetary system? Absolutely. It will do that. It will get you out of the monetary system because it is a form of money. But it's an industrial metal first and foremost. It is a poor man's money. Why do you think the governments used to give it out in silver? Because it's chump change. It's nothing. It comes out of the ground, they say 10 to 1. Roughly. And I'm talking 10 to 1 versus gold. Which gold, I have a very different opinion on gold. Gold, which this is not a video on gold, that'll be discussed in another video. We're talking about silver today. And the industries that use this silver are just not going to allow the price to get out of control to affect their bottom dollar. That's the second reason why I would never stack silver. The third reason, if I had $20,000, $30,000 laying around, if I had, if I had an extra $33,000 to buy 1,000 ounces of gold at today's prices, there's not much money to be profited there. And I would have to have 1,000 ounces laying around that I'm going to have to lug to the dang store later in life to get to trade in. There's just not enough money to be made there. Even if it goes to $50 an ounce, what are you going to make? $10,000, $15,000? There's other ways to invest your money, I'm sure, to make with your $33,000 to make better than that kind of money. There's a better way to invest your $33,000. I'm sure there's a better way where you can profit more than $10,000, $15,000 and a whole lot less risky as far as hurting your back carrying that 68.5 pounds. That's where the risk factor is. Carrying that heavy stuff, snapping your back up. Especially a Mama and Papa, they're going to get snapped up. Now, there is one reason why I would stack silver. And I ain't going to care. I wouldn't stack a lot of silver. I wouldn't even consider it stacking. There's a reason why I'd probably have 10, 15 ounces laying around. And that's in case I was ever in fear that the werewolves would attack. You know what I'm saying? If I thought the werewolves were going to attack, I'm going to have some silver melted up into some bullets. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I'd keep 10, 15 ounces laying around. But other than that, it's no hedge against anything. The only thing it will accomplish is getting you out of the monetary system. If you fear that the dollar ain't gonna be around much longer. And that's another thing. These Americans that are betting against America, man, talk about make your blood boil. I know times are bad, times are rough. Our leaders seem to be more corrupt than ever. Now, I'm not political whatsoever. But it sure seems like there's a lot of corruption out there. And all these entertainers, all these influencers out here on social media thinking it's the death of the dollar. I just disagree with them. And there's many reasons why I disagree. First and foremost is I do realize that powers rise and powers fall. But the dollar is very powerful. Many, many countries still rely on the dollar. I know they're coming up with this BRICS. I realize that. I realize there's a lot of possibilities that could happen. But the possibility of our dollar not being the king for the next 10 years, to me seems ludicrous. What I've learned is that America could have took the world over a long time ago. We could have took the world over a long time ago. And with that kind of power, with that kind of influence, there's no way what we're going through right now that we're going to lose our ranking in the system. Tell me in the comments, which country or countries do you think is going to overtake the dollar? Let me know in the comments. You know, I hear all you influencers out there saying, oh, the death of the dollar. Let me know your thought. Who do you believe is going to overtake the dollar? Which country or countries? Like I said, we could have took the entire world over is what I've learned through certain entities a long time ago. We could have took the world over. Now you tell me which country you think is going to overtake our dollar. Our 36 trillion that we are in debt, is there a way out of it? Absolutely. As a poor man, you learn to tighten up. You learn to tighten them pocketbooks up, less spending. Is there a way out of it? Is it going to be tough? Absolutely. It will be tough. But we are Americans. We have fought and fought and fought for our freedoms and everything that we do have. And I am full of American pride. And I think with the right leadership that we will be able to overcome our certain circumstances. But it's going to take a great leader. And it's going to take the American people to start believing again. I realize things are bad, but I'd like to know to any of you influencers who believe that it's the death of the dollar, who do you think is going to overtake the dollar? All right, I'm going to leave it there today. I don't want to get ranting too much because you'll get me fired up. Or I guess I'll get myself fired up. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm going to leave it there today. Thank you and enjoy your day.